name is Anthony Mbita, the author of the book Coming Out of Zero to Hero in School. Allow me to give you the 7 study tips that will make you get an A. Let's speak the truth. Success in school is not so much determined by the intelligence of the student. It's not so much determined by the hard work of the student. Then what determines success in school? Good study habits, of course. So allow me to share with you the 7 study tips that will make you get an A. Tip number 1, learn using as many senses as possible. According to research, on average, you remember 20% of what you read, 30% of what you hear, 40% of what you see, 50% of what you say, and 60% of what you do. But you remember 90% of what you read, what you hear, what you see, what you say, and what you do. Don't just read, write. Don't just be taught, teach it. Don't just hear, talk about it. Learn using as many senses as possible. Tip number 2, associate with what you already know. Associating with what you know very well make you to remember, recall, and re-access the information much easily later, because doing so transfers information from short-term memory to long-term memory. Associate with what you already know. Tip number 3, repeat, repeat, and repeat. According to research in one of the America's leading universities, people exposed to new material one time will only remember 2% of it 2 weeks later. If they are exposed to the same material on 6 consecutive days, they will remember 2% of it 2 weeks later. When you do something for the first time, we create a physical connection, a thin neural strand in the brain that allows us to re-access that information again in the future. Each time we repeat the behavior or recall the information, the connection strengthens as we add another strand to our neural connection. Repeat, repeat, and repeat. Tip number 4, do cool down after every lesson. Review your notes immediately after each class to reinforce learning, especially within 24-hour period for best recall, because according to studies, as much as 80% of material learned in class is forgotten within 24 hours if there is no review. Do cool down after every lesson. Tip number 5, talk about it. It's very simple. Just find a friend and teach them what you have learned. This helps in reinforcing learning. Talk about what you're studying. The best place to do this is in a study group where you can discuss the material, quiz each other, and share information. Talk about it. Tip number 6, answer questions frequently. Every time a person remembers something, he increases the chances of remembering, because when memory is accessed, it is strengthened. So not only does self-quizzing help you identify your areas of weakness, it also helps you retain the information for later recall by strengthening the neural connections. Answer questions frequently. Tip number 7, break your study time into short periods with breaks after each. Study for 30 minutes, take a break. Study for 25 minutes, take a break. Study for 20 minutes, take a break. This gives the brain a chance to rest and to make sense of and consolidate the learning. According to the law of recency and primacy, you recall best what you started with and what you finished with. So these are the 7 study tips that will make you get an A. My name is Anthony Mbita, the author of the book Coming Out of Zero to Hero in School. If you want the book, call 0715 330 548. Thank you so much.